What's up, cousin?
It was just a regular day.
Then you got a baby.
Are we in a relationship? Follow me on Tripp Club.
I really got you, cuz. That's too.
What's up, YouTube? It's your favorite cousin Tripp, and I'm back with another one. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because I'm trying to grow the family. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hitting that like button helps me, helps YouTube see that we doing our thing over here on Triple Plug. Now, last night I was watching this documentary about conjoined twins. And some of them was conjoined at the head, some was conjoined at the chest, and I felt so sad and bad for them. You know, they was two different people, but they were stuck together. And it just made me think. And I had to come on here to ask my cousins because I didn't want to feel like I was wrong or maybe being shallow or, you know. But if you knew that you were going to give birth to a child that had some deformities or, you know, a conjoined twins or somebody that never be able to walk or never be able to talk, or would you still go through with the pregnancy if they said that, you know, you don't have to have this because this is the thing that they're going to be dealing with for the rest of their life? Would you still be like, oh yeah, I want to keep the baby? And I'm just asking this because I just feel like the world is so messed up and so cold. Bringing a child into the world that's not going to be able to live life to the fullest. They'll never be able to walk, never be able to talk. They confined to a wheelchair. Or they stuck together with a twin, or is that giving them a fair opportunity of living? And not only the child that's being birthed into this world, also the family. You know, it's going to change their life forever. It's going to change everything. Your quality of life. Maybe now you have to just take care of this kid for the rest of their life. That you'll never be able to have a life outside of taking care of that kid. Is it wrong to be like, I don't want to do this, I want to have a healthy child? Is that selfish, or is it selfish to bring a kid into the world knowing that they'll never have a good quality of living? I want to know, because in my mind, I feel like I don't know if I would want to do it. If they told me, you're going to have to take care of this kid, they'll never talk, they'll never walk. So now your whole life and everything that you had planned for a family and everything that you wanted to do with your family, now you just stuck raising a kid that can never take care of itself. Is it selfish, or is it better to be like, okay, well, I'll try again? I mean, if it was something that was uncontrollable that I didn't know about, or it was something that they couldn't determine, and I went ahead and decided to have the baby and they came out, I would still love the kid and take care of the kid just like everything was perfect, because that's just my heart. But I just know it'll be hard and tough on us. But if I had the choice, if a doctor told me, and it also depends on what type of thing they're dealing with. You know, if it's something that I still feel like my kid will have a great life and they will be good, I would consider, you know, that's okay, I want this baby. But is it selfish? Sometimes we be so selfish with our needs and we just be like, well, I just want the kid. And we don't think about their life or what they're going to be able to do with their life. Or is it selfish to be like, no, I don't want it. I want something better. I want a better chance. Let's try again. I don't know. I don't want to come off vain and heartless. But when you think of your baby, you want your baby to come out and just be perfect. Not saying that the other ones aren't perfect. But yeah, it was very sad watching it. And I was just like, wow, how would I feel having a kid or twins that was conjoined, or a child that, was in a wheelchair. I remember when I was a kid, it was a kid in a wheelchair, and I remember him drooling a lot and couldn't really talk. I used to look at him, and I always had empathy for that kid. The school bus would come and they would have to lower the thing, and his parents would have to be there for him. I know it was a lot on that family, and I know they loved him so much. It's just hard. But with technology nowadays, they can tell you a lot of things that's going on with your pregnancy before you even have it. What if your kid was born with no limbs, no legs, and no arms? Or just, yeah, that would be a hard one. But like I said, if I didn't know and they was born and the baby came out, there's nothing you could do at that point but love them. But if you had the choice, what you choosing? And I know it's a touchy subject, and a lot of people don't believe in, the A word. But it's like, and you can't say every child is, a blessing and it came from God. Some of y'all having kids out of wedlock and don't know the father, having a kid out of love or whatever, that ain't supposed to be. I mean, it is, because we have free will and we could do whatever we want to do. So of course, God does know when these situations is going to happen, but it was our choice to, do it to Sean on the first day and get pregnant, then find out on the next week that you don't really like Sean, but now you're pregnant, so now you got to keep Sean's baby, and now it's baby mama drama and baby daddy drama, and y'all could barely get along, and now the kid is brought into this world and he got to go in between parents. Maybe the father gone because he don't like the mama, so he say, I see my son when he get 18 if he want to mess with me, but by that time the kid harbor some resentment because you ain't never been there. When is it selfish to bring a kid into the world, or is it selfish to say, I don't want this life for myself or for my child? Let me know. Because in my mind, if I knew for a fact that that child would not have the quality of life that I feel like he deserves or she deserves, I don't know. And it would hurt me because, of course, I want a kid, I want a family. But that would be a decision that I would have to make, a very hard decision. I know as parents, I'm not a parent yet, but I have a lot of siblings and cousins, and all of them had kids. And I know you just want the best for your kid. You want to put him in a position or her in a position to have the best quality of life that they can. You want their life to be better than yours. Raising a kid is very hard already, but when you have all these other things, the conjoined twins was talking about how every time they go out, people talk about them and laugh at them. Everything in life they might not know the difference because they've been that way their whole life, but it's just so hard. They would never have a regular life. And the parents, their whole life is just focused around taking care of those kids. I don't know. Let me know how you feel about it. I know it's going to be a lot of different opinions and feelings when it comes to something like that. I don't want to feel bad for saying that I wouldn't want to do it. I want a healthy child that has as much opportunity as they can. Already being a black kid in America, it's already tough enough, but just to add so much more onto it, it's just heartbreaking. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Would you keep the kid? Or would you decide not to? I don't know. Just something I wanted to think about and share with y'all. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Holla at your boy. It's Tripp Plug, man, and we lit.